guys, here's the custom resort area that Maz was talking about. I'll be really curious to see what this looks like, but Green 4 being on the defense, it's basically going to be a Bunker Hill style scenario. Hold the hill. Have fun doing it. Fuck you for having a reasonable and understandable system. Now you sound like Slushy from when we were doing the recently finished NCR Oregon Trail campaign when he got mad when I quoted him a price for power armor. And he's like, that's too much. Meanwhile, by the end of the op, 5 or 6 people were running around with power armor. It's like, seems fine to me. I think Malin has to get off now because he's still playing in the event under Scandi. But I told him, DM me and we'll work something out. But I don't mind running custom stuff within Pay for Pain, but you still gotta pay to inflict the pain. That's the whole concept. All right, let's go ahead and look at our attackers first. So we have Op4 over here, again with the KA-60 and MI8. The KA-60 was said to be unarmed, and it looks like it's unarmed. But we have the MI8, which has, it's the gunship version. No rocket pods on the sides, but it has the front turret, the side turret, and a rear turret. So 3 different PKTs to work with. We've got some transport gases here, one with the ability to turn out in the center, one with the ability to turn 2 guys out right there. Here's the BRDM. Looks like Severe, Whale, and Ocean Man are going to be taking that. Really good vehicle combo, and Coalition has taken vehicles over the past month and a half. They've done really well with them, so I'll be curious to see what they're able to pull with that BRDM. We have the 2 BTRs here, 2 more transport gases, and then 2 gases and 2 transport trucks. Faction appears to be your quote-unquote vanilla for FNL. Russian EMR, so 545s, PKMs, PKPs, RPG 26s, RPG 32s. And, yeah, I mean, there's PKP, there's RPG 26. We also got crewmen at the squad level. The marksman has a PSO scope. We got a PKP right there. And the marksman team, we're going to have suppressed AKUs, more than likely. Maybe a suppressed AK-74. Oh, actually, I don't see any AKUs on them. It's all just suppressed AKs, which is nice. And then the T-5000 going to Fred. Now, looking over at the actual roster here, it is going to be Vargrant commanding with Malin as his 2IC. That's why he dropped from the stream as soon as the mission started loading. Because, you know, if you were to watch my stream while the mission was going live, it would be considered stream sniping. Otherwise, Vidokovic being the team leader for the marksman team, Fred taking the marksman rifle. Actually, I keep saying that right now. It's because they transferred to a sniper team recently, so we're supposed to call them, you know, snipers and sniper teams. But otherwise, Dream, you're drunk, go home. Norris also being in this team did really well last round. Let's see if he keeps it up in round 2. But usually when people do some really good stuff in their role from the previous round, it carries through for the rest of the night, if not at least the branch of 3 rounds going on. Lolo and Sam leading Alpha HQ. They got Carrie, Reaper, just members from TSB here. Azariah, actually, yeah, that's it for Alpha. It's a small group. Azariah leading Scandi Recon. Iander taking the AT, which will be much more important this time around since both sides have vehicles. And we got Nemesis and Falcon as well, Nim as well, Nafs, and Falcon is rocking another medical kit. We got Logan here with Ghoster, K, Tantal, and Shrimp. I only really recognize Ghoster and Logan. We'll see if Logan pulls one of his rare trick plays. If not, probably a vehicle crew member, but no, he's actually probably taking a sapper kit based off of the size of that backpack. Charlie 1, we've got our fan favorite Nordic Prophet with a bunch of members of TAS and AA and Kissing. We've got Leia as the PKP gunner for Charlie 2 with the rest of AA in there, such as Spiky, Green Thumb, Phoenix. We got Despo and Syak taking Delta HQ, being led, or excuse me, leading Albin Dark, Giovanni, Skipu, and Solik. And then we already mentioned that vehicle crew of Severe, Ocean Man, and Whale. And then we got Val and Schult taking what I would assume is 1 helicopter team, and Legs and Fisher taking another helicopter team. So overall, not a bad roster. Again, they've got some good players with them as well as a good community to work with, and they've got a nice mix of assets, but nothing too heavy. Plus, it's a short range here. I would be surprised if we don't see some immediate fire go out, because Green 4 can literally see Blue Op 4's base from here. I'm not sure. Yeah, we could probably see like a barrage from the 50 cals immediately, which is a little bit of an interesting choice. But otherwise, the Green 4 faction, we've got AKMs, so 7.62 based rifles, and I would imagine PKMs, PKPs, T5000 for the marksman team. Let's go ahead and quickly look at that. It's going to be Stark with the marksman rifle, isn't it? No, they're going to give it to Dryden. No, it's going to Taylor. Haven't seen Taylor take it. But yep, that appears to be another T5000. And it's just basically older Russian weaponry, higher caliber. But Barb and I always get into the argument of which caliber is better. But, you know, it's close to an imperfect mirror match, as I like to say. Both sides still have PKMs, PKPs, RPG-32s. But, ooh, no, these guys are getting Mazes. Now, they've got 2 holographic-sighted M2s. I always like those compared to the iron sight because the holographic dot is easier to aim than that little slit on the iron sight itself. And then you got the vehicles down here, the BRDM and the 2 PKM Humvees. And otherwise, the objectives themselves. So the first objective here is a communication vehicle, which is just an off-road comms version from the Contact DLC next to this little communications post. And it looks like it is drivable, but the fencing has been blocked off for the most part. So that's pretty clever. These are very, very easy to destroy, though. You could cook it off with a few grenades. So Green 4 is going to have to be really careful to defend it because there's... I don't even think that's worth defending, to be honest. It's just literally... yeah, this is definitely not worth defending. Maybe if they built a perimeter around it with fortifications, but that is just way too open. They're better off defending from the resort area, which contains the ammo cache tucked away. Oh, this crate is the ammunition. Okay. So it's a vehicle ammo crate. All right, not too bad there. A lot of open areas right here to help hold things out. Not any good Overwatch positions, but it is open from the sky. And then you also have this staircase going all the way up to the rooftop. I do like what he's built here, these little landing tier for the stairwells. And that basically allows his Green 4 side to get full coverage and height advantage from all of these structures. They can't see that far? Yeah, I would imagine their render distance is probably set to this. So it's just barely in their render sight, but... I kind of like that, though. Green 4 will be able to potentially see Op 4 coming. And the size of the AO itself is actually pretty big to allow for Op 4 to ferry anyone on the helicopters to different angles. Well, between the KA-60 and the MI-8, they could ferry like 3 or 4 squads in a different direction here. But yeah, no, I would imagine Green 4 can just fortify the heck out of this position, forego that one, maybe just put a squad on it just to give them something to do, because overstuffing this position's a bad idea. Fortify like the rooftop of this area, add some murder holes. But this is definitely going to be a Bunker Hill scenario, so we'll just have to see how things go. My day's going all right. Got a little bit of a stomach ache right now, but pushing on. We're already seeing some fortifications starting to be made. A little bit of a block of the stairwell there. So the actual ways to get up here is you can either enhance movement over where it's a little thin. You can climb up these 2 stairwells. You could climb on the side rocks here. And then fold in. From the actual base of the tower, though. Okay, then. You know, that's not how I would have gotten down there, but to each their own. Sure. Anyone else? No? Okay, just thought I'd ask. Because you never know. Some people are just built differently. Exactly. So the reason they're able to do that is while the we're still in the 15-minute load time, you're set to invincible, so you can survive shit like that. Screw Audrey Hotto, channel your inner Skyrim horse. That's a good inspirational quote, Zam. Wow. You actually said something worth a damn for once. Zam's our resident troll, that's why. Are you sure Northern isn't green for? I don't know that reference. I know Northern played FNF for 2 or 3 weeks like a year ago. Completely avoided me. Oh yeah. Guess he didn't like it. Oh well, I know FNF's not for anyone. PvP and Arma in general isn't for everyone. I know I'm not the biggest fan, but I love commentating it because I just love watching everyone work, you know? Alright, otherwise, what's our time left? We still got 5 minutes. I mean, for Op 4, it's pretty cut and dry. They're just going to select 1 or 2 positions to assault from. And Green 4 is just going to have to hold the objectives. I don't see Green 4 doing any counterattacks, except if they use those PKM Humvees. But they're not going to be able to do a lot of damage against BTRs unless Op 4 stacks people on top of the BTRs for transport. So maybe Green 4 can get lucky and do some interception. But otherwise, for Green 4, this is just going to be a lot of hunkering down and trying to take out what they can. Otherwise, we can see a bit of infantry on the bottom right corner. We'll have to see how everything goes. Dream killed his phone. Nice. So the defending side, after the timer ends, they can leave their zone and go wherever. They just can't leave the black area because then they get killed off. Let's go ahead and look at how Op 4 has their forces mounted here. So we've got 1 squad that's going to go air assault here in the KA-60. We got a 2nd squad here getting in the MI-8. So it looks like 1/3 is going to go air assault. 2/3 are going to stay on the ground with the VIX. Not a bad call. So maybe a strong arm, weak arm attack. The weak arm being the air assault forces just going in on foot. Probably on the rear, attacking from the south. And then the strong arm, which is the vehicles, are either going to come up the main road into this AO because that'll give the roads the best coverage and the best open lines to actually engage, or they're gonna just march in from the south, which I honestly wouldn't recommend, but we'll just have to see how things go. Meanwhile, Green 4 is gonna mount the entirety of their Delta element into UAZs, and they're going to mount a team of Bravo in a UAZ to have them go south to, I guess, fan out and deny LZs, which is smart. If they can just be super mobile and follow any helicopter that comes in and they have someone with a Carl Gustav, they can attempt to take the chopper out as it's landing and potentially nullify Op 4's player advantage early on and turn the side of battle. There's no AA, there is AAA though in the form of 2 50 cal turrets, which let's see if Green 4's deployed those yet. So we got 1 up here in the open. I agree with that call. There's another Green 4 guy jumping off. And the other one, I have no idea where they brought it. I'm not gonna lie, bringing it up here might actually be smart because this is a really great spot. If you put it like right here, where you can just shoot at any helicopters but not really worry about anyone on the ground shooting up at you. Especially since the MI-8 has 3 PKT turrets on it and is a giant airvic that, let's be honest, it wouldn't be that hard to hit it in the first place. That would be a good bet to just engage outright. AAA stands for anti-air artillery, which is just fancy talk for shooting a bullet into the sky. One minute. If I were to give a final thought and say who I would think win this, I would say Green 4 because it's a really good AO. It's a lot of open space around the AO where it's important to have open space. And, well, they have the high ground. I mean, what more do you want? So I'd be leaning to Green 4 for this. However, if Green 4 makes an early on mistake, it could easily shift back into Op 4's favor. Saw Schneider give a point over there. I don't know how I was able to detect his movement like... How did that get down there? Interesting. So X-Ray is going to take one of the PKM Humvees. The other one's going to go down to this group, and they might try to set up some sort of blocking position. Meanwhile, UAZ and the BRDM are also going to push south. Op4 split up in multiple different groups here. Mellow. What's this group? So X-Ray is going to go off on their own. The main force is going to go over here, and then we have the air assault force coming down the other side. So maybe a split attack on the eastern and southwestern flanks here. Just love how we have a little, not a gazebo, but just a little building out here. That's kind of cute. Good set piece, though, because if this is a resort, usually they do have a side building kind of out on its own, too. Good call by Maz, the mission maker there. So X-Ray is going to end up getting driven on top of by this massive convoy, but it looks like they're just going to miss it. Not sure if anyone noticed that Op4 Vic drive by there. It's a chapel. Yeah, small little chapel. It's nice. I wonder if they're going to drive right up to Op4's spawn and just check things out. That would be pretty funny. But instead, it looks like they're going to set up a blocking position right there. And you already have the BRDM firing up there and actually knocking somebody out. That was Firefly, who is the team leader for Alpha. And you got Taylor returning fire with the sniper rifle. I guess to try to shoot the optics out. There's no other reason he should be engaging from this range. Now you're having tracer fire return. Fire up there is getting pretty heavy. Firefly wakes back up. He crawls away. Aircraft have deployed their infantry on the town of Kelm. And they are now moving over, but Green 4 has a small defensive line here. They have a lot of forces set up right here as well. But it looks like all of Green 4's infantry deployed over there. So you got the KA-60 coming over here. Might attempt a fake landing over here to try to fake Green 4 out. Or they're just doing recon. They might spot the stuff under there. Hard to tell. To realize 3 of the pilots are in the MI-8, and you only have Val solo crewing this as he's now looking at the actual objectives. So he doesn't see those 2 red symbols there. That's just from the spectator interface because the enemy faction, excuse me, the attacking faction has no idea where those are. They only get general search zones. So is this a BRDM or a BTR doing this long-range harassment? It's the BRDM. They're trying to get more pickoffs or at least suppress that turret. Now you got Firefly pulling that turret back so it's still usable. Alright, so you just had a PKM Humvee that was Green 4 X-Ray drive by right here. Looks like they didn't spot the Op4 advance. Was that a turret flying over here? I thought I saw something. No one has thermals. Green 4 BRDM is going to drive by Op 4 X-Ray. Op 4 X-Ray doesn't have any AT to take it out. Ooh, that BRDM might have just seen some Green 4, of some of Op 4 there. Shots going out. Takes out a member of Op 4 X-Ray. That might have been Norse or Baltney, but they're both dead at this point. BRDM is, I'm assuming, got both of those kills. Patriot on 1 kill. Okay, I don't know who got the other kill then. Now you're having a 50 cal on the PK. Humvee engaging. Humvee's not going to do a lot of damage to it. That 50 cal, those anti-material rounds will definitely tear it apart. It's impressive how close some of those shots are getting from this range, but after you see the bullet trajectory hit blue, it means they've lost a considerable amount of their velocity and they're not going to do a lot of damage. Having some more long-range fire from Op 4's BRDM right here. Gonna keep the Green 4 guys on this tower suppressed. Meanwhile, you got Green 4 trying to hold off this massive force here. They've been able to inflict a few casualties, but Green 4 have taken some as well. I think Op 4 is just gonna completely overwhelm this small group because Green 4 was not expecting to meet a large attack wave here, but this PKM Humvee might be able to deploy on the rear here. It has Stark. He's the driver. He's got Banks and Skipper back here. They might be able to help turn the tide. They've got to maneuver a little closer. KA-60 still flying overhead. Green 4 is busy trying to figure out where Op 4's main attack is coming from, so they're still lollygagging some units on the rear. However, this BRDM coming around on the rear will be very helpful. And we just heard a metallic impact indicating one of the helicopters was just hit. KA-60 is bleeding altitude here. I think it's okay, though. Korvac, how are you doing, my man? Thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you're getting a nice kick out of this scenario. Sorry, I got a remote to change my lighting. For whatever reason, my brain thinks it's a little too bright, so I'm just lowering the brightness of the light fixtures there. But Green 4, unfortunately, they're just down to 1 guy. We got Not Bay and Dooley starting to come down. Those two could do a lot of damage. Might be a little too much for them, though, because that's a lot of infantry coming down. But this BRDM at close range, this could make a big difference. So he just got nearly a triple kill there. Killed a guy, knocked him out, killed a guy, killed a down friendly, and then knocked out another dude. Helix Phantom, thanks so much for the 21-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you enjoy the new emotes, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. So great maneuver by the BRDM, even though there's a little bit of friendly fire, but look at Op 4's massive attack right here. A nice L-shaped formation. Both of the flanks merged together and have created this really nice attack. Green 4 is going to do their best to try to maneuver some vehicles around to pick off some forces, but will it be enough? All of UTG was wiped. Otherwise, we have a helicopter down over here. That's the MI8. Green 4 sent some units down to make sure everyone was dead. So there goes their air support, unfortunately. But otherwise, there's only been a few stray casualties. Some of Scandi Recon, though. But Falcon's still kicking. So a pretty nasty kill zone right there. And the Green 4 BRDM is now right here. It probably... Yeah, it's the one that got some of those pickoffs on Scandi right there as it moved in. So I don't think Green 4's realized they just drove right into some Op 4 guys, but... Oh, they were trying to get their AT guy Yander down here, but the BRDM spotted him and took him out. Now you got Falcon running over, but now you also have the Op 4 BRDM being ordered to come over here and take him out. That is the Coalition crewed BRDM, a really good pair there. They might spot this PKM Humvee, though. Gun just adjusted. That other BRDM, not sure if it spotted them. Maybe the driver did. Now he's trying to get out of Dodge. Probably gonna move with X-Rays Humvee, who called in that enemy BRDM, and now they're gonna try to get away because that Op 4 BRDM couldn't get a shot. Runs over Malin. What is up with Malin getting run over by friendly Vics? I swear it happened a week or two ago. So the official rule is you're not allowed to run over people with your Vics. However, if there's no way you could have known because you're locked in first person, then it's technically legal. But look at this BRDM trying to run down the other one. That's hilarious. The tree got rolled. Malin got rolled. Big ouches all around. Looks like the Op 4 BRDM gave up because it doesn't want to follow it all the way around the map, but that one is hauling ass away. But by alleviating the pressure from the flank, now Op 4 is going to be able to further commit its forces going up. However, there's going to be another threat coming up in a little bit. Oh, but that one was spotted and already engaged by some AT. I don't know who took the shot, but disabled that vehicle. We just heard the air asset get hit. Engine's still going strong, though. It's not powering off. More AT being fired down at one of the BTRs because it pushed in the open. Infantry are quickly dismounting because you got that thick black smoke right here coming out compared to the gray smoke. So you're going to see some cook-off happen in a second. There it is, and that will eventually explode. Op 4 now trying to get up to this large ridge here as grenades are thrown down on them. They're going to quickly fall down. One of these guys needs to toggle to the drop function so the grenade literally drops at their feet, but they'll hold it at the edge. And those grenades will be a little more effective before they roll completely down. Got the helicopter overhead right here. Who is this coming back to flank? It's Nemesis. One of the top players in FNF, I'd say. He wants to make sure that that infantry team does not harass his force ever again. BRDM, meanwhile, completely out of position, still fearing for its life. But Green 4... Look at what Green 4's done. They've started attacking the opposite side here in an attempt to harass. But Op 4 has seen Green 4 move in here. They got a BTR to support. Does Aim at the Stars have any AT? No, he's hiding. And playing dead. Drives right by. Omega now firing at Jib style, trying to spray down that tree. Manages to get a lucky shot to knock him out. Otherwise, Op 4 starting to get right on top of his position. We got Not Bay right on a tree here. He's waiting for units to go by. We got Tantal right here. Literally ran right next to Bay. Bay is behind him on his left. Bay quickly folds to the other tree to hide. I saw him for a brief, like literally 2 or 3 frames. Nemesis folding back. Not sure if he was able to take out those X-ray guys. Bay's just chilling in this tree for now. Op4's numbers are looking a little light right now compared to Green 4. Checking the skull counts here. Yeah, Op4's got a pretty big chunk of skulls. Green 4's taking some hits too, but this could still go either way. We got some Green 4 guys folding down and engaging units below the seawall here. Bay's made his presence known. He's on 3 kills. Quickly tries to fold in around some of this white smoke. Falcon knows something's up, though. Ah, Falcon might have gotten that AT kill since he took Iander's AT. Grenade being thrown over, lands perfectly behind Bay. Does some damage. Op4 losing a little too much manpower here. And look at this, you got McConnell here McCarthy, excuse me, trying to engage the BTR with his gun. Ain't that cute. We got Arma Jesus right here trying to play top of the wall. Manages to knock out Tantal there. Gets double tapped. Looks like Bay was taken out because Falcon came up on him and eliminated him. Though I think the other guy got credited with the kill, Nemesis. No, he did not. AT taken out. Falcon immediately takes his stick out. But this Green 4 force, just look at the huge lack of Op4 now. Op4 is just getting caught up in a lot of firefights here. Hey, Nim, thanks for the 20-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying everything. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I'd be drinking the pink gin tonight, but I've got a Zeusop later, and I try not to drink inebriated. Hey, sorry, a lot of stuff happened. I just watched Falcon get gunned down in the open.
No problem.
He's gonna come into chat and be mad about that. He's gonna bitch about the plan too, I bet. Great grenade throw. Rolls right into Arma Jesus. He still survives though. You got Green 4 X-ray folding in back here. 2 Op4 guys. Some more. This is AA who is playing under Charlie 2. I'm not surprised. First, I love the compound, but I mean, this was Green 4's game to win, if I'm using that phrase right. Green 4 had a really big advantage. They held and, you know, utilized a few forces to get behind the flanks of some of the Op4's assault, and that was all they needed. I just watched 2 or 3 things of AT go into the BRDM that Op4 had, and now they're getting shot at by the little chapel here. By Flux with the PKP. He knocked one of them out. X-ray came up, finished off these guys.
Originally, it was the MI8 on K60. That wasn't good, so I had to use an MI8.
Honestly, I think a gun pod would have been a lot better here. Because without it, Green 4 just holds the top of this and is not really challenged at all. But I've already complained time and time again about how FNF balances stuff, so. It's because if you let Green 4 hold this, I mean, all this open area can just be locked down completely. Now X-Ray is harassing the rear of Charlie 2, one of the last few Green Op4 groups attacking. Hardcore playing a one-man war in the back under Charlie HQ. He just got a one-on-one kill on a crew member as his Vic cooks off in the back. KA60 is still surviving. All right, Charlie 2's folded up. They've engaged and eliminated a few Green 4 guys, but legal action. No, it's Arma Jesus. He's coming back, trying to put GLs on some of Op4 here. KA60 doing some low flaring. Burt waking back up because he wasn't double tapped. A grenade thrown perfectly next to him. That knocks him and Jesus out.
Someone else just died right next to him.
Lusode trying to take out a member of Charlie 2 is unable to land a shot on Leia. Leia counter suppresses. Ooh, we got Whale and I would assume Severe. Nope, it's Nemesis. They're now flanking the chapel that Flux is in. Whale cooks a grenade and throws it in. Flux quickly tries to run out, and he is eliminated by Whale. Great call by Whale there. Great aim, too, at close range. And you got that green 4 BRDM now snaking back into the action to harass whatever remains of Op4 on the rear element. X-Ray continuing to pick off a few guys on the rear, but getting picked off themselves by survivors that they didn't double tap. Yeah, at this point, it's very, very leaning to green 4 right now. Guy Fieri might send a dude to Flavortown in a second. That is severe. But looks like Fieri misses his window and starts firing at... Who'd he kill? Nemesis right there. Yep, Whale's right there, but Severe then turns around but loses the fight with Guy Fieri. Wow. See some black smoke coming from the building with one of the objectives. That's the communications vehicle destroyed. Now it's just up to the cache, but Green 4 has a lot of defenders here. And Op 4 has only less than double digits for attackers at this point. I know what the KA-60 must do. I just don't know if the pilot is strong enough. It's also completely against the rules, but hey.
Guys, including down, so...
Actually, it's so deep in there, I don't think the KA-60, if it tried to ram, would be able to even make it in there.
Oh, no, it wouldn't.
Did you test it?
I mean, it definitely wouldn't. Just looking at it, I don't know how it would be able to. Also, the everything in here is set to, what is it, disabled simulation?
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't be able to move the boxes out of the way or anything. There's no way.
Yeah, Op 4 have two small footholds here. It's going to be another quick round. Last one ended at the 15-minute warning. This one might reach a similar fate.
Also, if you hit backspace, you can get rid of everything. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And then if you hit O, you can get rid of all the player ticks. Good for cinematics and shit.
I mean, if you hit backspace, I don't know if it's spectator for people who die only, but when you die, you can hit backspace and it gets rid of everything.
Yeah. And then if you hit O, it gets rid of all the player ticks that are still up. I'm not sure if it does that. Yeah, but backspace gets rid of everything, period. I know. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Ooh, KA-60 taking AT fire! Oh, but it's gonna land. Oh, I thought it was gonna land on friendlies. Oh, well. Woo! All right. Who made the shot? Sideways.
So he's got a BTR and a helicopter now.
Nice. Barb's screaming in my chat for Leia to do something. Ooh, I think Leia just saw some movements. Tries to line up a shot.
Actually, it was Swola who took the helicopter down.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
He has the aircraft kill. That's probably why, right?
Yep.
Oh, there goes Leia. Never mind. They got the other guy. Okay, I just, yeah. Reverse caster cursed Leia. Cool. BRDM now coming around, though. Does Op 4 have AT?
Nope.
Ah, but the BRDM doesn't stay. It's circling this one guy instead. Whale, who's playing prone. Now they're shooting at the destroyed BRDM. Whale trying to shoot through the driver's seat.
That's a good distraction, though. Might help Charlie and Hotel get out of there. Get sideways getting killed.
This Op 4 strike team can find a way in, but now we're gonna have Oddball here do some pretty nasty flanks. He's got a GL, he needs to use it. But the smoke is obscuring his vision. Cooked off grenade landing right on Dark. He's able to see it in time and pull back, but Finn is knocked out.
Ooh.
More grenade knockouts. Getting Val, another Op 4 guy going down. That's Dark. Op 4 is being decimated here. We do, however, have Malin coming around on the other side, trying to pick off some of the Green 4 guys. Still anyone's game considering all the assets that are in play here in the infantry counts, but it is leaning towards Green 4.
If Op 4 manages to get everyone up,
I don't think Oddball's gonna let them though.
yeah, no, he's holding back right now.
We need to see Malin or Whale break in
I
here.
was just about to say that, but he's about to run right into Inky and Gimli, new guys. He's running right towards him.
Come on, Malin, show him who's boss. Oh, Malin caught in a reload as the other guy's looking. Malin evading. Oh!
Check your corners.
That's why you never go into a reload when you're clearing an enemy position. You pull back for that and you listen for footsteps.
Whale could do some. Oh, BTR!
Whale uses the evade key. He gets spotted. And he folds down. Now the BRDM just needs to camp him.
Oh, go up, go up.
Oh my god. God damn it, Whale.
Oh my god, what is it doing?
The BRDM's coming into here to defend. Did you anticipate them doing that?
No, I did not.
Oh god, we have a freaking Dryden with his suppressed AK. Unfortunately, is Hakuna Matata off the cliff, and so is his killer.
These trades are costly, but Op 4 is managing to get Green 4 off the objective a little bit.
Oh my god.
I just think Green 4 is gonna be able to pull the win out.
Ooh, there goes Leia. I'll see Barbarian yelling in chat any second now. Actually, hold on. Tolly's a medic. But we have Op 4 coming down here. Ooh, nope. Leia wakes back up. But they're about to be flanked. Swola shooting on the rear. Leia turns around only to give Swola her face. And Swola is able to deliver a very hot load there. And you're right, Swola does have the aircraft kill. Oh, but Swola, green on green. Oh, they both fire at each other, but they both missed. It is up to Whale. Can Whale solo this as a crewman? He's going to have to find some AT. He finds AT. He could snipe the BRDM, which is now folding down to cover the cache location. Cooking off a smoke.
Come on, Whale.
Knocks out and eliminates. I don't know who that was. It's 1v5.
It's another snake mission.
But this one is a lot more doable. And Whale is one of the few guys I would actually trust to be able to pull something like this off.
Make your escape out the window, Whale.
I don't think you can climb out of these windows, though.
Oh, that's lame. Now he's stuck himself in a coffin.
Yep, oddball medicing. Whale might have an opportunity here. If he looks left, he heard the medical, takes out oddball. 2 guys remaining in a BRDM.
Come on, Whale. Uh-oh.
Oh, but this is a Swallow with the PKP. He runs over. Oh, and Whale's taken out. Unfortunate.
Hey, a lot more close than I thought it was going to be at the end there.
And Green 4 wins. Very close. Don, if you're here, pay it out to Green 4. Barton, stop shooting friendlies. Apparently, yeah, they weren't supposed to block entryways last round. That's because we all had to climb over it.